guys, and welcome back to Mums and Melanin. I'm Ayola.
I'm Debbie.
I'm Takoni.
And I'm Tkumba.
Guys, please make sure you have subscribed. You have liked our previous videos. Go and watch them, guys. You'll actually enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
Click the bell so you get the notifications. Watch us on TikTok. Watch us on Instagram Shorts. We have YouTube Shorts. We've got so much going on. The social media is really social media. So, join us on this little journey. You're going to enjoy it. In for a good one. Anyways, today we're talking about how we as parents feel how we would feel if our child brought home someone that was significantly older than them or even significantly younger than them. So the age gaps, like, is there a no-no? Can you intervene? At what age can you not intervene? Like, what's our thoughts, girls?
So my first thought is, so recently I've come across the fact that Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, is dating Larsa Pippen. So for context, Larsa Pippen was married to Scottie Pippen, who was teammates with Michael Jordan. So she's essentially dating her ex-husband's work colleague's son, who I'm sure she'd been around because they were teammates for a significant amount of time. You must have seen that boy running around with his pampas. Yeah. Because what are we doing? At what point do you now look at this boy and say, actually, oh, Marcus, you looking a little hot?
What's the age gap?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you, but that's an interesting
Roughly
one.
though, what do we think?
I think like
at least 20 years.
Yeah,
I think
like 20
it
years.
would be 20 years because Michael Jordan's he's a grown man. Because so you've been looking at my son. So when I asked you to change his nappy, was it then that you were looking, or is it just now?
Yeah,
because I don't know at what point did you think to yourself, you are dateable to me? And is it not that you don't have no self-respect for yourself? No, because it's one thing to be a quote unquote cougar. It's another thing to date somebody.
32 and 48.
Who's 32?
Marcus Jordan.
Oh, that's what, 16 years?
You know, I don't want to get it wrong on the internet. It's actually not
48.
that. Yeah.
The silence was everything.
Yeah, it's not the biggest age gap I've heard of, but it's still enough that you know where it is. Yeah, it's the everything else around it. The fact that it's such close proximity. Because again, it's given. At what point were you looking at my son with those eyes?
Do you think it makes it worse that the person probably was around when the child, this young person
100%
was a child?
That for me is a.
But then if they weren't, so just going back to the
if they
original
weren't,
question.
I'm looking at you now as a fresh predator.
For a 32-year-old man.
16-year
I don't
gap.
care.
She's my
Oh
16-year
no,
gap.
if they weren't around.
If they weren't around, but the
there's
gap.
still a 16-year gap. They just went around when the child was born, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still looking at you like, go and find somebody your own age. Maybe not so much a predator, but go and find somebody your own age. What's your business with my young child?
She wants to have, remember, as in the 32-year-old man is the young child you're talking about.
Yeah. If it's either which way, if it's the woman is older or the man is older.
Yeah, no, but I mean
either
being
which way.
32, so the young person is 32 years old.
Yeah,
Because I think the
at
age gap,
30
the impact of the age gap for me varies with age. Like a 20-year-old and a 36-year-old, like you're at two ends of the spectrum. Do you
But what's the
understand?
difference
A
between
32-year-old and a
48?
48-year-old, it's still bad. It's still not great, but 32. You've gone into this eyes wide open. You're a grown man. You're a big
but
man.
Not necessarily, because cool. You've gone into it eyes wide open.
And she was probably looking for fun. And he was probably looking for fun as well.
But this is it now. She might not be looking for fun. She may be looking for, okay, this is my time to settle down. I kind of need to get in.
Man.
I need somebody young that's going to keep me on my toes. Because bearing in mind, she's had failed marriages. She's been doing floozy up and down the place now. Last Pippen's name is all over check the streets. Her name is there.
Yeah, and I saw.
So now she might be thinking, you know what, maybe it's time, let me find a good young thing that I can grow old with, as long as I keep doing my Botox.
Chris Jenner, maybe. Chris Jenner and
She
Corey.
did it with him. How old is he? Same age as her oldest daughter.
But yeah.
It's too much. It's too much.
But people I think when you're grown enough, you've signed up for it. Do you understand? I think my worry is when it's like grooming.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Actually, like Woody Allen, isn't he with his stepdaughter or something like that? I think the people have been talking about Marcus Houston, people that actually, you knew her when she was like 11, 12, 13, do you understand? 14, and then now when she turns 20, you marry her.
Kylie and Tiger.
You are grooming her. That's when I think I'm a bit more concerned. When you're in your 30s, you chose this one. You chose this life.
So, but are we not advising them anything about the age gap though? So your daughter's 30. She met someone and she's like, you know what? He's 16,
Grandpa.
18 years older than me.
But then, okay, what if
But
he's older
I really,
than
really-
you? What if she brings somebody home that's older than you and her dad?
No, that one. That's
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's what happens. What do you mean?
But how old is she? Again,
Older than you.
No. How old is the daughter?
Okay,
in question.
so-
Is she 25? Is she 35?
It doesn't matter. Okay, say for example,
Even
like
if she's 35 T.
But if she's like, oh, like there's love.
Even if she was 35.
Like if you're
And the man
35,
is
and he's 60.
something.
60 is a bit much.
No, but at the
60.
same time.
Because you know,
Yeah, like,
when
it's a lot.
Kiana's
But if
18,
he's 35 and the guy's 50, like, obviously it's not my ideal scenario. But if you can see like there's a lot going on, there's a lot in common, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a love there.
What's
Because
there?
he's got money.
Well, what if you ain't got
Can't just have
money?
Then what else?
Money's not enough.
I know, but I'm saying like, what is justifiable?
You can see them. You can see that they're two
see
peas in a
that
pod.
it's- yeah.
You can see them like Tay Diggs and
that
April.
he's-
You can see them having
How
fun.
old is Tay Diggs?
I don't know, but he looks older.
The thing is,
He's older. He's a different generation. Come on, man. He's been grown since we were young.
The thing about relationships is that there's something serving. You're serving each other, and as long as that is covered.
my concern when there's big age gaps is this, right? Usually, when you're like, I don't know, let's pick an age, maybe like 25, for example. You're kind of starting to figure out your career. You're starting to just settle into the workforce. You're figuring yourself out. If you're 45, you've been in the workforce for a long
You're
time.
quite established.
You kind of know what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? Or at least you know what industry you're in. You're a bit more established. I just think you're in two very different areas. And I also think even if you're 30 and like 45, 50, I think like a 30-year-old, I know what I did for my 30 years. I travelled away with like 20 of my friends. I just don't think a 45 or 50-year-old is going to want to sit in that space. I wouldn't want to be in a space where my husband can't be with me, or like, you know, people feel uncomfortable when my husband's around. I would want us to be able to share life together. And I think sometimes they've been there, done that, so they don't necessarily want to do what you want to do. And I think then it's
But at
like
the same time,
the fun element of things.
Yeah, if he's okay with it.
She might be
Yeah,
okay
but
with it.
sometimes
Don't
people
use
think
it
they're
to be
okay.
my friends.
Sometimes people think they're okay with it. There's a lifelong thing, right? It's not like you might be alright with it 1 year, 2 years, and after when everyone's always with their boo or whatever, you're like, actually, I want you to come along to these things. Things happen.
People are different though. Like I feel like it's maturity more than anything. Because even at 25,
What's maturity?
like it's dependent on the person's maturity, whether they are mature. Even though you're
To have an older person.
Yeah. Like, even though you're just talking about, okay, this is what's happening for them in life, they're just establishing themselves, rare, but they might just be mature in just who they are, and they see things differently.
The thing is, I
Yeah,
know
I
a few
hear that.
couples with like big age gaps, like 10 years, 7 years.
I don't think 10 years. I don't think 10 years is that bad.
Yeah.
I think
But
it's quite a lot, but it's not that bad. But I know
I
someone.
think 10 years is the max.
I know someone it's more 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
And I just think for him, he's a lot more. He just seems a lot more like he doesn't really get involved in like her going out with her friends. He just
But
he
does she
doesn't.
want that though? That's the thing.
She may like that, yeah.
She's not expressed that, but I just think
What, like two separate worlds?
It's very
She may like
two
it
separate
like
worlds.
that. She may like it
people
like
just might
that,
like it
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Same thing with people that don't mind long distance relationships. Some people are like, no, I can never do that. But some people actually love it. They
yeah.
I
but-
just-
But also the person that's 15 years older, he's getting older quicker. So you're going to have to start nursing him quicker. It's true because it's very easy to say, oh yeah, you know, I just
Yeah,
like it
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But it's gonna come a point you can't really run after the kid. We can't do some things because the body it's just got.
But that's they knew what they were getting into.
That's the thing.
They be knowing.
People know, but when the reality is in front of you and you're there, it's a different reality than knowing something that feels like it's forever away. Do you know what I mean? And it does have its impact. It has its impact. I have a friend, I'll say, so it's not out there too much, but her parents have a big age gap, and whilst obviously in her young years she said it was fine, but now it's like he kind of wasn't able to move. His mobility changed quite early, and the mum just felt very restricted, like with life. She just felt like she had to look after the kids basically by herself because he couldn't do anything, not because he didn't want to, he just couldn't. Do you know what I mean? So it's like things happen, and obviously particularly with older age, the older you get, you're likely to start slowing down and stuff. Sometimes people just don't think that far ahead. I'm gonna have to really kind of be more hands-on on raising all these kids because you just can't.
Or they may see it like, obviously hindsight's 2020, but at the time they may see it as worth it. You know what?
Yeah.
I love him so much.
But that would be my
actually-
concern to my daughter, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
basically.
you'll
Like,
share that.
Have you thought about this?
Yeah.
Have you thought about that? You
Yeah.
need to think about all these things, and you need to know you're okay
know
with
what
those
you're doing.
things.
Exactly.
Yeah. So these are the weird conversations. I can't
Because
just
if
be
you're happy,
like,
you're happy, innit? Ultimately.
yeah, I need to know that you thought about those things and you
Yeah.
still think you're happy.
Yeah.
See that?
Because those things may make you unhappy.
Because those
Yeah.
things you might
time.
not really thought about it to that
That's
extent.
true. I think that's the conversation that needs to be had. It's all the questions like, what if this?
Yeah.
And have you thought about, you know, when this person's older, if they become ill?
Yeah.
But my question still remains: if the person is older than you, Are you still comfortable
I'm sorry,
with that?
that older than you is not for me. I don't know what to call you.
Is it
Like,
uncle?
it's just
a first name
it's
basis.
strange.
It's a first name basis
Because
for
if you're older,
everybody.
you're now Nigerian. It's just really odd. Like it's extremely. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone that's older than me, something's like wrong, darling. We need to really get to the bottom of what's going on here. Something's gone wrong.
Well, that's what they're into.
Yeah, that's why something's gone wrong. But this shouldn't be. I'm so sorry. This is my view, guys. You may not agree, but for me, if your spouse is older than me, your mother, something's definitely not quite right. Something's gone wrong.
It's a bit weird though. It's a bit
older
weird.
than your parents.
There's a lot going
Not
on.
older than your older sibling. Older than your parents.
I guess it depends
Something
on the age
is
gap
not
between
quite
the
right.
parent and child.
I suppose so.
Again.
That's
But
true.
with me, myself and MZ have a significant age gap. So someone is. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Who
Like,
is this auntie?
I'm so sorry. I will never. I can't. I won't support. Something's wrong, and I need to get. That, all I need to know. You've brought to my attention that something's going on. Thank you. Let's go and start dealing with this. Forget this one for now. Let's go and start dealing with this now. I want your eyes open. We'll come back here. Because older than you is. I'm so sorry. I can never accept it.
I guess for you because of the age gap, it's like. But bearing in mind, I have when Kiana's 18, I'll still
Exactly.
be.
So it's
I'll be
just
36.
Yeah.
So obviously that's.
That's still a very large. age
But
gap.
it's what? It's 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah, I still think
It's not far off the 10 years that you're saying. Maybe
No,
there's
18 is closer to 20.
20 is
Don't do
closer
that.
to
it's more.
Don't do that.
No, you're right. It's close to
18 is
20.
20.
But people have 20-year age gaps. What do you mean?
Yeah.
These 30-year-olds that I date. Look at Wayne Lineker. You know who that is? Gary Lineker's dad. You know who Gary Lineker is?
Yeah.
An old man. So you can only imagine how old his dad is. But he's dating these young girls.
No,
And
it's older brother. If you know his dad, don't
Wayne
listen to
Lineker.
Ibiza.
Is that his older brother?
brother, yeah.
He's not his dad. He's old as dirt.
You know, it's the son, I think. You know, he's in the son. He's in Ibiza. I think it's the son. The one
I'm
that,
sure it's his older brother. Wayne
yeah, they're
Lineker.
estranged. It's not.
Nah, Google it.
It's his,
If that's his brother, that's very concerning.
Oh my days.
It's his dad, I'm sure of it.
is it not his brother?
Nah. Either way, because he is old. Either which way, he is old.
It's his brother.
Wayne
He's
Lineker,
60.
He's 60.
It's his brother.
And he's
yeah.
dating 20-something-year-olds.
Yeah.
And
Because he lives
said
like a
that's what
playboy
That's
lifestyle
what
in
he likes,
Ibiza.
20-something-year-old.
Yeah.
That's
That's
his
why
brother. That's concerning.
They're
How
strange
old is
though.
Gary
They don't
Lineker?
talk. How many things do you want me to be looking
But
at?
I feel like most of the time these people that do that are in positions where there's
They're
got
wealthy.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're bored. They just want to enjoy their money.
Yeah.
That's the reality. And most of the times, the girl wants to enjoy the money.
Yeah.
The boy wants to enjoy the money.
Everyone's winning in the equation.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Do you think it changes if the girl is younger than the man, or the other way around, where the man?
I didn't know. Is it more, when is it
Both,
more frowned
both
upon?
cases, something
Yeah.
has gone on.
For which one? Wait,
For the
both,
girls'
both,
daddy
both.
issues, for the
Listen.
boys' mummy issues.
Oh
there's
my
issues on
gosh.
each side.
Whatever the
Yeah.
issue, there is an issue.
There's an
And I
issue.
need to get to the bottom of the
Her might
issue.
not be
If
that
your
issue, her might
spouse or
just
your
be, I just wanna
partner
live life.
is old, is
Yeah,
got bare
security.
money.
You want
just
someone
gonna-
that's figured it
See,
all
yeah,
out.
The fact that he's gonna get
For me,
all
like, your
this
dad is
money,
supposed to
massive
provide
house,
for
gonna
you.
For
inherit
me,
all of this wealth.
the fact that you're only tying security to, like, there's younger people that can give you security. Get into better spaces then.
Yeah, but they don't fit the description of a father figure.
Because the daddy issues.
Let me bring
Daddy
your
issues.
dad.
Daddy issues.
Oh yeah, Sadiq, come on, let's talk about this. They said that they have an issue. I'm so sorry again. Guys, you
They
people
said
know me
they
by now.
They said they have an issue.
Oh yeah, come and fix this issue. I'm so sorry. Yeah, guys, it's a concern. I am genuinely concerned. And particularly that alarm bell, that extremely deep red one that you just flagged a minute ago, where the person is older than me. Guys, I don't want to say what Nigerians will say, but something is wrong. Something is very wrong. But you, like you said, you obviously had Kiana at a young age. So if the spouse or the guy or whatever was older than you or same age as you, how would you feel?
Or even close.
Close in age.
Like,
Like we went to school together.
Oh yeah.
or a few years
Even if you
younger.
didn't know him, but you would have been in the same year.
You're there chatting and like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, you went to that school. I went to that school.
Oh yeah, oh my god. Do you remember that girl? No, do you remember?
Yeah.
Remember that situation that happened, yeah, when I banged that guy in his face? Then I look at him.
Insert me music. You're just giving him that look.
Nah, you know, like, nah, it's not possible. You know, like, aside from the fact that her dad will already just discontinue everything, if the dad falls short, I actually have 4 brothers. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this.
But is it? Are we saying this is a bad thing then? Dating someone
For
older.
me personally, there's no reason for my child to have a significant other that is so much older than her. Because in my mind, it's giving I want to manipulate and control you. In my mind, it's given.
Fair.
We're not building together. I'm building you.
Yeah. I'm shaping you into the
Likewise,
woman I
was a boy.
there's no reason for my son to, because you have one mum. So this old lady that you think is gonna come and nurture you, I've
This
done
is the
all the
thing.
nurturing that it's possible.
I
Look, this
wonder
girl,
why
I
do
even
you
come
want
back
her?
because
Why
look,
her? Why him?
this is why you've known her since you were 3 years old. Come and be going together, because that's when arranged marriages need to come into play. Because I'll be advocating for that one before any old woman's gonna
But I'm
come and
not gonna
start
lie,
you.
things like this do kind of bring out that. I don't want to say arranged marriage, but you know when you start bringing recommendations, this definitely when it comes into play.
Yeah.
There's no how Romans bringing someone that's,
you
you know, something. Haven't you seen that girl? Like you just think you haven't seen the world. That's why you're here. Let me show you the world and open your eyes a bit. But there must be a reason why you've gone for someone that's significantly older. So I want to know what that reason is, and I need to break that reason.
Mum,
It
I
needs to
love
make
her.
sense to me. No, that's not
No,
the
but
reason.
why do you love her?
Why are you drawn to her? What's your reason? If your reason is
She's
I
so
love her-
mature.
Yeah,
she
you know
looks
what, Mum?
after
She
me.
kind of reminds me of
Yeah,
you
she
a
looks
bit.
after you.
She kind of reminds me of you.
That's
And
it.
thank God I'm alive and kicking. Alive and kicking. So no need to worry about me.
No
I'm not for
counterfeit.
you.
No counterfeit.
There is nobody like me. It's alright, thank you very much. But that again, if you're saying it reminds me of you, again, I'm actually worried.
Yeah.
What do you think is lacking? Why do you think you need
Freud
someone?
theory? Is it Freud?
Yeah.
But then you can
Oedipus.
still get with someone that's similar to your mum. That's your
That's
age.
just not your mum's age.
Like
Your
it's-
mum's age.
It's true. Sometimes you do.
man.
I think I do agree with in terms of.
Sorry, like think about your parent right now. Think about the age of that person.
Because they'll be saying, you know, the women of today, all they care about is money. Like, they just don't take life seriously. I just need a mature woman that knows what she wants in this life. That's how they're coming to their mouth. That's how they rationalize it. Yeah, because the girls of these days, all they care about is, I gotta chase the bag, I gotta get the bag, I gotta get this. And that's how they'll now be
Like I
saying,
said,
oh,
it's because
let
you're
me
in the
go
wrong
find other
environment.
woman.
That's why that's the only one you know. So my problem is you're going to the. In fact, I have a problem.
So what now?
where you've
Don't
been
worry, we
living
can go to Nigeria.
It's not Nigeria. Listen, the world is a big place, and you're clearly wrong. Sometimes, we make generalizations based on the people around us, based on what we expose ourselves to. So clearly, you need to expand that pond and expose yourself to more.
Yeah.
Because if you think the only people that are achieving or have money have to be over 60, then clearly you're just not around the right people.
Pension pot.
Because there's people who leave uni and their starting salary is 60k. What are they missing? They're there. They're somewhere. Do you know what I mean? So for me, don't make this rash assuming. Let's kind of see what's out there first, because for me it's uncomfortable, and I don't think I know how to really speak to the guy. I'm so sorry, or the woman. More so the woman. I think it'll be even worse. Like you're like me. I wouldn't be asking you. Are you started to have menopause? I'm actually gonna ask you. Cause what's my intention here?
That's what they did to Angela and 90 Day Fiancé when she went to Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm
If you
gonna
can bring baby. Oh, I really like Angela and Michael, you know. Michael's 30, Angela's 52.
Yeah.
They still, but you can't even bring baby. She said, well, Michael knew that when he got with me. Michael said, well, that's my wife.
Yeah. Is that thing real though? I don't think it's real.
It's been a hot minute though.
It's been a minute.
He's been
but it's
riding
making
it for a
money.
good 5 years.
It's making money. I don't think
He's not
it's
making
necessarily
enough
real.
money because he's been telling another woman, I love you. So-
Again, that's more money, babe. I don't think it's real. Let me not lie. I would even say you want to run me like Marco and then you are pretending. It's okay. I get you got banner in it. Hey, my. I'm so sorry. Like
This girl, please.
it has to be a joke. It has to be. So can you imagine that? A woman in menopause, fully swinging. She started to look at her pension, swinging everything. She started to look at her pension pot, what's available to her, and that's the person that wants to be dating women. Something has gone significantly wrong. If you don't go to fasting and prayer, I'll be questioning because I'm already there. I've been fasting since yesterday. Since they made an arrangement, I said, oh, don't worry. I know this type of, don't worry. I'll never attack you in physical. Let me deal with you in the spiritual first. Don't worry, I'm coming back. Because where we go with this, absolutely no. Sorry.
Oh man.
Oh,
But I suppose the question is, if your child proceeds and wants to go through with it, are you going to the wedding or are you supporting?
You have to support
I
your
could
child.
never not go to my
Because you
child's
know,
wedding.
if you don't, you're pushing them further
Are you going to be
and further
happy?
away.
Are you going to give good speeches? Are you going to give everything?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But you know she's queen of shady boots.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, because this wedding's not what I'd imagined for
No, I
my
don't
son.
think she'll say that. I don't think she'll say that.
No,
Shady
I
boots
think-
over here.
I think it'll be more like, you know, everyone has their own path. You know?
Yeah. No, and in my head, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
In my head, I was
Everyone
thinking
has
that.
their own path,
Everyone
and
has
you
their
know.
own path. Like, I can't. God lets everyone choose the decision they want to make. I can't be forcing. If you choose, that's the woman for you. And
This
we've
is giving
given all the
upset
talk. Given all the
mum.
talk.
Yeah, and that's
You know,
what
if we've given all the talk, then yeah, I'll come to the wedding, I'll smile.
Even the hands.
I'll do my gele like that.
No, I don't know, T. I don't know. I think you're just...
It's strange though.
think
Maybe
you
we
need
can
to
talk
be
about
there
egg
to
freezing or
support,
something
but
like
if
that.
it
Surrogates.
If it doesn't work out and something along the line, you're still there to support.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like allowing someone to learn their own lesson.
Yeah, we should discuss surrogates and egg freezing
Yeah,
now.
but it's a big lesson.
With the woman.
Yeah, especially she's going through menopause. Maybe we can cry and grab a
So
few eggs.
you still want her to have your son's children?
I don't know. He should have the option. My child should have the option of, especially if they stay together. He should have the option of having his own children.
What if he says it's okay the fact that she's not going?
So I don't get grandchildren or are they gonna adopt?
Judah will have one. They say Judah will have
This is all very strange. I don't mind. Again, it's your choice, but it's just sounding quite
You
strange.
don't mind. You're gonna come home and still thinking what's going on here.
It's sounding quite strange. But if you do all the talking, I can't. If you don't go to the
nothing you can
wedding,
do.
it's just becoming terrible.
Yeah.
Now, if things fall apart, now we don't even have a relationship. I basically lost my son to this grandma.
Yeah.
No, like she's got in her will now. She's his mom, she's his grandma, she's his wife, she's every woman. Yeah, I'm staying there.
Okay, so guys,
We're
are you guys
watching
wedding,
eggs.
yeah?
No,
Are you guys going to
man.
the wedding? Are you guys supporting?
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing that.
You're saying
She
like you're not
wants
gonna be
She
there.
wants to be calling you. She wants to be calling you and be like, hey, how are you, mum-in-law?
Mom-in-law. Just call me down my first name.
What are you calling her?
Even one of my friends call me T. Call me T. It's fine. Do you wanna come for a drink?
Nah, because what relationship are we having? Like, yeah, man, we're having girl talk. Yeah, man, come over. No.
This is the person. Nah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're not attending the wedding.
Let me tell you, I thank God I support my children by prayer and fasting consistently ever since they were born, alright?
Were you attending the
They're
wedding?
not gonna be there, so I'm not gonna.
The child won't be there.
Yeah, but if
Babe, I attacked the spirits prior, many years before. I've been sowing from years. It's alright. It will never, even if that year now. It's just, yeah, sorry.
Ayola's not going to the wedding.
It's not, it's not.
Okay, but let's say hypothetically people actually ended up trying to get
I
married.
cannot join you in this conversation.
No.
Your question, though. Who asked this question?
I asked a question. I was curious. And this is my answer. You people have to take it how it is. I'm so, like, it's just, guys, to me, this is, honestly, I don't know if you're going to think that, I honestly think something is seriously wrong here. Because they're my age. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do think, I need to understand, I need to unearth a lot of things. Like,
What about if it's
I'm
like 15 years? You can do 15
15
years.
years older, I may not be like, you sure, but I'm still, okay, innit? But you're my age.
But your age is too much.
My age is,
You guys
my
know?
age is, what's happening?
sneeze.
Oh, okay.
My
Keep
age
going,
is
keep going.
too much. Like, it's too much. This person can come and fist pump me easily. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're right.
The age
Yeah,
mate.
but she, in her mind, she knows that you're...
So what's she calling you? Just Debs? D? What's she calling you?
Who is she?
She's Isaiah's wife.
The daughter-in-law slash age mate.
I don't know. Knocking on the door.
A year after the wedding, she's inviting you to the 50th. Yes! Are you bringing us? Are we coming?
Listen, guys, if she's in the family, let's all tie gele. Let's all go and smile.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The friends I have, yeah, I don't even think it's worth inviting them to the wedding. Nobody's gonna, like, it's not worth it.
I'll
It'll
be there.
The vibes.
We'll be there. To be
Guys.
coming.
Obviously, the hope is to come to that.
You know,
but then,
like,
God forbid,
people will
I
be
mean-
there even thinking, surely it's a joke. Someone's gonna,
This
you're
is
gonna
a
pull
joke.
out a camera in a minute and be like, Mum, we just won 1,000, hundreds, blah, blah, blah. It's just not. Like, I really want to, he needs to go into prayer and fasting. I need to go and pray and fasting. All the people around me, guys, we have a matter on hand. Let's deal with it squarely.
I guess regardless of age, just general, a side note, regardless of age, you want to make sure your child is marrying someone that they're sure about.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's really hard when you can see maybe signs or concerns that your child can't see, but you have to respect the fact that that's your child's decision.
That
So
is
it's
quite
like,
tough.
They may not be able to see as far as you can, or
Exactly.
there may be, obviously you're older, you're wiser. That's your age does come with wisdom. Do you know what I mean? But there's sometimes there's not much you can really do. So even if it's not an age thing, it's just like, this girl isn't the one for you, and it's just not really gonna. What do you do? You just still support, isn't it? Because what can you do? But I think I'm gonna recommend a few different counselling, like pre-marital counselling. Make sure you guys are really.
And you can tell them your reservations, isn't it? Like, hopefully,
I think it's good
they
to
should
be
be
honest.
teachable. Yeah. Like,
But you also want the person married to the family to have a good relationship with you. So you wouldn't want to be too.
yeah, but if the flags are so bad, then really, like, what's happening there?
What would be so bad for you?
I don't know. Maybe they've got anger problems. Like, you've seen that. Like,
This
slap
one
your
got
head.
beat up.
yeah. Like, yeah, no, that's scary.
I can't lie, yeah, no. So
Or even if you told me like, oh, we had a fight and the person punched me.
Why are you laughing?
Well, no, let's end it. What's happening here? So my child is now going to be the punch. God forbid. No, we have to find a way out. Like, pack your bags. What, like.
Guys, the possibilities
I don't
are
know.
many. The possibilities, there are many. Let us know your absolute no-nos. Let us know what you do if your child came home with a spouse that was your age. What are you saying to them? What are you saying to the spouse? Are you for? Are you against? Are you turning up at the party? Are you MIA? What's the situation? We really do want to know. Anyways, guys, we hope you've enjoyed this episode and we hope to see you next time. Bye.